What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I see and the title is going down. Make sure y'all hit that like with that subscribe button, please. Before we get in this video, please go check out my girl's YouTube. It is Chris TV. That is CRYS TV. She drops vlogs daily, which I'm like extremely proud of her for doing that. It is pretty hard. It definitely is hard doing videos, editing videos every single day. It does get tough and challenging at times, I tell you. But I'm definitely proud of her, possibly got a little surprise, for her coming soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned. She really don't watch all of my videos because I drop so many videos and dealing with the kids, this, that, and the other. Try to make it to watching her vlogs. And sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie. Vlogs are a little bit more fun. Vlogs are a little bit, people typically watch those, so definitely appreciate y'all and much love to everybody, tuning in, watching these videos and stuff like that. But if y'all could please go, definitely go subscribe to her. Actually going to be in the video that she dropping next. But y'all see it here. Harris co-chair Chris Coons. What he says. Honestly, I'm going to just play the video.
Do you believe that they deserve to know specific details about her economic plan? Should you know what your tax rate is going to be, or at least what she believes your tax rate should be, before you go to the polls? Should you know what the regulatory sort of regime in her perfected world would look like? I think these are sort of singular important questions. And you could say, maybe you're not supposed to know these things, but I think that's what people want to understand.
She's laid out a broad vision for what are her priorities. And I think your average American voters got to look at the chaos, the unpredictability, the sort of careening around the field of the former president, and a vice president who says, to your point, we're going to keep a lot of the same policies and agendas. The first thing she came out with in terms of an economic policy, and it upset some in my caucus, was a proposal for a cap gains rate increase that was lower than what President Biden had been looking for. She's focusing on how do we build more housing, partnering with the private sector, removing regulatory barriers, providing incentives.
Right now,
and now how do we build more middle class wealth?
What we've heard about cap gains. We've heard about $50,000 for small businesses. We've heard about building more housing supply and offering $25,000 to folks, who are first-time buyers. And we've heard about no tax on tips.
So basically what she's doing is going with the flow. That's how I look at things. I feel like she's just going with the flow. And even though going with the flow is that, still another, policy. They're keeping that, we've seen that it was copy and pasted. Obviously from Biden's page to hers. Literally had his name at the bottom. No tax on tips. We know who said that. We know who's going by that. It's that. But then you have people like this man here. His name is Chris, right? That gets on, live news and gets on the, mainstream, and they want to sit there and lie and make up excuses.
Those are the 5 specifics that I can give you.
And what do you know about Donald Trump's?
Every single time, bro. Every single time. And he almost made it. Within this minute and 30 seconds, he almost made it for him not saying Trump. It always comes down to it, y'all. They love saying it. They love saying that. It is insane. They love just saying, oh, Trump. What about Trump? They ready to bash Trump every time. When they stuck in a hole, that's all they going to do.
What do you know about Donald Trump's tax and regulatory
agenda? But my question
is,
there's probably 5 or maybe 10 other specifics that I think most people would want to know.
What about salt?
I'm sorry?
What about salt? The
salt. Look, I can't tell you exactly where that will come down.
He don't know nothing. I'm telling you, they don't know nothing. They can't even speak on Kamala. She can't even do that. Literally. I mean, the next video that I'm pretty sure the next video I'm gonna be dropping, stay tuned. I got 2 other videos dropping. But it's the simple fact. The next video I'm gonna be dropping, y'all, is of Doug. And when I tell y'all that we see more of her administration, her husband, her running mate, his wife, literally see them doing more than what she got going on. And she's the vice president of the United States right now. But then you have people saying that, oh, she's busy doing this, she's not doing nothing, bro. She's not doing nothing. It is insane. Check it out.
If she would come on this show and just like you do, and hopefully President Trump's going to come on, but former President Trump, if she would come on, we could get answers to a lot of these things. And I'm just wondering, as a surrogate that advises the campaign, there is an effort to rope-a-dope this thing right to the election, in my view. And the other side's done 40 or 50 interviews with J.D. Vance. I think I don't have to take my shoes off to count on my fingers and toes how many interviews that she's done along with Governor Walz. And that looks like a deliberate effort just not to face the hard questions and to try to, I don't know, I think Americans might finally say, I don't like the way this is working. I want to know. I think Andrew was getting at that in another way, that we would like to know something. We'd like to see questions asked and answers provided for all these things. And we may never get that. We only got 40 days left.
We just had Vice President Harris say, yes, let's do another presidential debate. And Donald Trump say no. And you have to agree that a nationally
I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. Let me be real with y'all. Because you have people like this that'll get on, like I just said, that'll get on the news and do stuff like this. It's all the time. It's literally all the time. And people that don't see what's really going on, they're going to take his word for it. Donald Trump don't want to do another interview. People that's honestly not paying attention enough and not seeing different things, they're going to think that. But we know how that is. How they're trying to, make it soft for Kamala. These are the rules for the debate. This where the debate is going to happen. This, that, and other. She won't do a debate on Fox News. I mean, let's be real. That is insane, bro. Every time they say anything about Kamala, this, that, and the other, they go exactly and start bashing Trump when they don't have an answer.
Say no. And you have to agree that a nationally televised hour-long debate is one way to answer a lot of direct questions.
So is just sitting down with an interview with anyone.
And one of the concerns I've heard, I'm here in New York for the UN General Assembly.
Yeah, and exactly. I feel like, honestly, like when somebody it's not all about, obviously, I'm not even going to lie. Love to see debates. Love to, I love it. I'm tuning into it. But it's different because the simple fact, we see Trump doing multiple interviews, multiple campaign rallies. We see J.D. Vance out there events, having events, grocery stores. I literally just seen a clip of Trump literally, I think he gave somebody $100 or gave people $100 at the grocery store, taking off for their bill. Like it's stuff like that I see. When I look up Kamala, when I'm actually trying to see what is going on so I can put out these videos, I don't see nothing but old stuff with Kamala. I'm telling y'all, bro. If y'all go look through like my recent videos and stuff like that, y'all see it's of other people. It's of her top surrogates. It's of Tim Walz. It's of Gwen Walz. The next video I'm gonna be putting out is about Doug Emhoff. Emhoff, whatever the last name is, her husband. It's never like Kamala literally does that. Like I just don't understand. I don't.
I've met with heads of state from South America, from Africa, from Europe, from Asia, foreign ministers, defense ministers, heads of state. All of them have questions about the reliability of the United States and our relationships with core allies. Mm-hmm. That's one of the key factors I also hope voters will take into account, is that Donald Trump promised he would be an unconventional president, and he overperformed.
But the answer is she's too busy? That should be in a stack list. I got to learn how to use the term stack list. That would be number one for my stack list, is to be transparent and open about what my plans are.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is how could he say that? You know what I mean? Just being real. Let's think about it. You ask, Kamala isn't doing interviews. She isn't wanting to do this, debate, Fox News. She isn't wanting to do this. Don't want to speak to reporters. But then they respond with, Kamala's busy. She's busy doing, what? What exactly is she doing? When I tell y'all, I really be searching for clips, trying to figure out. You'll look up Donald Trump or what he's doing on a daily basis. You always see stuff, bro. I don't care what nobody say. You always see different things of what Donald Trump has going on. Always. I don't look it up and see on X like what he has going on within, I would say, today and yesterday. When you look and I see about Kamala, it's something old, bro. It is something old. Absolutely insane. This is from Breland Holland. Those last two clips from Trump War Room. Both of the clips Trump War Room. If y'all want to check that out. This is from Breland Hollyhan. I'm pretty sure I said the wrong name at first. Let's check this out. I want to definitely show y'all this video.
I think a lot of this campaign and this election cycle has been centered around these vibes and these feelings. But Kamala Harris's campaign's vibes are not going to buy my generation groceries. Kamala Harris's campaign vibes are not going to buy my generation their first apartment or help us start a family. It's not just difficult to start a family, buy an apartment, or get groceries or gas in this administration right now, this country we're living in. It's about near impossible. And it's sad and it's unfortunate, but it's never been easier to sit down with a college student, regardless of how radical left-wing they may be, and say, are you frustrated with the state of the country right now? Not just the economy, but with the border, with immigration, with what we're seeing with law and order. It's never been easier to say, just look outside on the street. We don't have to show you images of a far-off country. We can show you what's happening here in America. It's very easy to have those conversations, and I think Gen Z is actually waking up to not just agreeing, but actually being willing to have open dialogue, and that's a major step forward in the right direction.
He speaks well. I ain't gonna lie, he speaks well. And I feel like it is definitely important. It definitely is important. You know, this guy right here, he speaks pretty well, y'all. I can't even lie.
Of how radical left-wing they may be, and say, are you frustrated with the state of the country right now? Not just the economy, but with the border, with immigration, with what we're seeing with law and order. It's never been easier to say, just look outside on the street.
I'm telling y'all. I feel like it honestly is more and more people, like I've said before, starting to wake up, starting to see and realize what is going on. And I feel like that is extremely important, especially for younger, this younger generation. It's obviously a lot that isn't paying attention and moving in the wrong direction. But I'm glad to see there are more focused. I think last year when I started, getting into these videos and researching and seeing different things, I used to see videos of young people just following what their friends were doing, following, and it's still some young ones that do that. But I feel like it is a lot of people that are starting to, pay attention and see what's really going on, especially how Kamala is doing things. Definitely. Which is literally nothing, but it's something to make it worse. Make sure y'all hit the like with that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next two videos drop tonight. Catch y'all next one.